He thought all was lost. Then he found out about U.S. tax shield.
If you have been threatened with a wage garnishment, bank levy, or tax lien,
call 1-800-475-3848.
Sandra and Victor owed an enormous amount of money to the IRS. U.S. Tax Shield was able to reduce their tax debt so that they were able to maintain their lifestyle.
Owe $15,000 or more to the IRS or state? Call U.S. Tax Shield.
Call 1-800-475-3848.
I've trained myself to be very self-reliant. I don't put my life in other people's hands.
It's in my blood. It was something I had to be.
You think it's coming in, you're going all the way down.
What is wrong with you? I don't know you yet. We're gonna have issues. The hell are you doing?
Dual Survival, new season premieres Wednesday, January 13th at 9 on Discovery.
We work in a cold case, a girl by the name of Eugenie Wafontaine.
How long ago was that?
18 years. I made a promise I would find out who murdered your daughter.
This working down here left like a piece of trash.
We got 2 serial killers in the area, but you happen to come up dead.
Could they be linked?
2 things I carry with me every day. Death is certain. Life is not.
Kid, please. Me.
In South Georgia, Matt and Joe are navigating through alligator-infested waters.
Oh, look at that.
They're working their way towards a stand of pine trees in the distance that indicates drier ground outside of the swamp.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Dude, that's a cottonmouth. In Utah, we don't have cottonmouths, mostly rattlesnakes, but they all have that same characteristic. That diamond-shaped head indicates that it's venomous. Well, he's a big one, too. Look at that thing.
Nice, fat.
Let's back up right now.
The cottonmouth snake, also referred to as the water moccasin,
Nice and slow.
can grow up to 6 feet long, and its venomous bite can result in permanent tissue damage or even death.
Figure he has to be right in the middle of where our water source is. Normally, I would kill this snake, at least it's a food source. However, Matt and I are pretty strung out, and we're moving through an area right now that's almost like walking on a wet sponge. This is where you've got to have a little bit of common sense. We're going to leave this snake alone. We're going to find some more pitcher plants. Let's just keep our eyes open, dude. There's a few more of these pitcher plants.
Yeah, this is great. This thing's full of water.
Oh yeah, this one's got definitely water in it. Totally potable too.
That's pretty cool. That's a good trick.
Oh, man. Don't worry about the ants. Pitcher plants are actually carnivorous plants like a Venus flytrap, so the water we're drinking, there's some bugs in it as well. So that's a bonus. Get a little protein with the water.
That last one was a little swampy.
Yeah. Let's just keep going. I see a bunch more over there. Let's just get what we can while we can. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah.
I don't have cottonmouth anymore.
There you go. I got it. That's pretty funny. Really, it wasn't.
After rehydrating, Joe and Matt continue to move away from the saturated terrain of the swamp and emerge into a forest of pine trees.
Bro, I think we found our dry ground.
Loving it. You hear this? It's dry ground.
I'm liking that.
No more slushing around. The swamp can be a really hard place to be, but the pine forest has all the resources you need. There's going to be birds, animals, and the ability to find plants and materials to make the tools you need.
This goes on forever. I mean, we could be walking for quite a ways. Why don't we find a place to shelter for the night, find a good spot? I mean, it's getting late.
Yeah, once you find dry ground, you might only be a few feet up, but that completely changes the environment. All of a sudden, you've got pine trees, saw palmetto, and it's a way different landscape. We definitely have to spend some time scouting this out, trying to see what's around here.
What I'd like to do is go over here over that brushy area and kind of see what kind of resources we have.
Yeah, I'm going to just go check up this way a little bit.
Okay, I'll meet you back here in a few.
To be out here in dry land like this is our chance to dry out, recharge, and most importantly, we can move around freely. We can try to see what kind of resources are available here.
I saw a bunch of bushes and real thick vegetation. I don't know what's down there, but maybe it's a good place to shelter for the night. I'm not really liking the look of this place. And if you look out here, this is very obvious flood debris all up along this creek. So as far as a shelter spot, I don't want to be caught here. I don't think this is a good spot. No go down there, man.
What'd you see?
I went over that way. There's a creek. It's definitely in a floodplain. This is as good as it's going to get right here.
I mean, I like it right here. Kind of had an idea for just building a simple ramada here.
If you got the shelter taken care of, why don't I see if I can round up some stuff for a fire?
That'd be great.
I think I can use these palmetto bushes right here.
Yeah.
Done deal.
Okay.
I'll meet you back here.
All right, see you in a bit. These saplings grow nice, tall, and straight. These are great for building. That smells really good, all that fresh pine. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to cut it down to more of a sharper point so it'll stick into the ground really nicely. This ground's actually really soft, but there's kind of a firm top layer, so it's a great place to anchor some saplings. So what I'm thinking is constructing somewhat of a box structure. Now I don't need the full length of this, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it, divide a couple of sections. We do have fishing line, which I could use to support the poles, create some lashing, but it's also a precious resource. We might use it for something else. So I'm looking at this shelter, trying to figure out how to make this without any cordage. So right now what I want to do is create cuts that are going to allow the tree to bend at a sharp angle, a 90-degree angle without breaking. What I want to do is go just a little past halfway, and I want each bend to fall so it falls just on the inside of the next stick. Right there. The downward weight is still going to be solid. Putting together sort of this folded origami structure just seemed appropriate for the spot. There's lots of saplings to work with. You could plant them in there and fold them in a way that just sort of spirals around. It creates this beautiful ramada. So I've got a basic structure here, and I'm going to lay some cross pieces over the top. And the soft palmetto all around here is going to be great roofing material. You can spread that up over these gaps really nicely. It's got the island flair to it. It's awesome.
Here's what I'm looking for right here. All of this stuff right here is what I want. Look at this stuff. It's dry as a bone. You know, a good way to test for moisture is to stick it to your cheek. You know, your hands have calluses and you're pretty desensitized as you get older. If you stick it on a part of your body like this, like your cheek or the inside of your arm, like right here, you can feel moisture, and I don't feel any. So, great tinder. So I've got a nice chunk for my tinder bundle. However, I want to stack the odds in my favor as much as I can with this fire. And what I'm looking for is right over there. What I'm looking for right now is a dead pine tree like this one. What I'm actually going to try to harvest is called fat lighter, and it's down here at the base. Because gravity pulls all the resins inside of this pine tree down to the base of it, and it basically coagulates. It gets super concentrated. It's going to be an accelerant to my fire, because everything around here is pretty damp. I'm just going to push this thing over and then take what I need from this section. Here we go. Here it goes. This is what I'm looking for. You can almost see the resin glowing off that stuff. This is a great accelerant, and it burns hot as hell. So that's going to help me get this fire going. I've got my tinder, and I've got my accelerant, and I'm cooking with white gas right now. Dude, that's nice. You whipped that together quick.
Yeah, it won't take too long.
Got some stuff to make a fire here, some fat lighter. Take a sniff of that.
That's got a lot of sap in it.
So I'm going to get to work on a fire.
Cool. While I was working, I heard something that sounded like maybe a little flock of quail over there.
I'm not kidding.
Yeah. I was wondering, by the river, do you think there'd be any resources I could come up with a hunting tool or something?
There's some river cane and vines and stuff like that. I'd probably get down there and check it out if you're thinking about doing something like that.
I know I need something. I'm not seeing it right here in the palmettos and pines. So I'm going to go check by the creek and see if I can come up with something that'll make a hunting tool. Hey, can I borrow the vest?
Yeah, man, have at it. Let me take the ferro rod out real quick.
Good call. Thank you. Do your fire magic.
Yeah. With any kind of tinder that you use, this is the best technique. Flatten it out, get it really fine. Next thing I'm going to do is take some of this fat lighter and I'm going to peel it away. So I want strips of this stuff. Once this thing starts to light, I'll throw these small pieces in there. Hopefully we'll have a fire. Alright, that should do it. Come on, Eddie.
Dual survivals. Art of self-reliance.
Even spider webs have their place in a survival situation. They've got an antibacterial property to them that if you have a small cut, you can take the spider web and wrap your injury and it'll keep it from getting infected. But before you do that, the spider's home right now, so all you have to do is blow on the web. He ran away, just take some of his web, basically just wrap it around your finger. Very cool little technique. Just finding a spider web can save your life.
Red Fawn is about to speak. Let's listen in.
First question.
Yeah. Hey, Greg, what are all the rumors about?
Well, the fact is, it's coming out of retirement.
Wow, that's big news.
Yeah, but the real news is that I'm changing the game in shaving.
Did he just say shaving?
Yeah, because now you don't have to pay a bunch of money to get a great shave. Now there's tough blade.
Finally, one razor that gives you a smooth shave and a blade that lasts up to 4 times longer.
Can you tell us why the tough blade lasts longer?
First, we use